the hilarious Diane Raphael!
Welcome to the show. It feels like we've had your friends and family on the show except you.
Why is that?
Well, we've been waiting. We've been calling your people.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for calls back, tweeting
I feel
people.
like I've had all the time in the world.
She's been waiting at home. Why won't they invite
Like
you?
I've
Paul
just
just leaves
been
you at
waiting
home.
to go on this show.
Paul just is like, you stayed home.
Yeah, and he feeds me like 3 carrots on Tuesdays. It's really sweet.
It helps your brain.
Yeah, no, there's a weigh-in every night. Do you know what I mean? And I have to stand under a certain weight, and he's really sweet though.
That's really thoughtful of him.
Yeah.
So NTSF, SD, SUV. I had to like put that in my notes because it's such a mouthful.
You did it so well.
NTSF, SD, SUV.
I feel like maybe you just said it super quickly, so that if
People
there
are like,
was a
"No,
letter missing.
well, I don't even know what the show is. What, can you say that again?
The only thing you missed though, because it's NTSF, SD, SUV, : :
Oh, I forgot the colon.
Yeah, there's
colon.
2 colons at the end.
There has to be.
God,
Sure,
I
of
need to get
course.
better at my job. Congrats on a new season coming up.
you.
What can the fans expect? I feel like you guys just take over Adult Swim, like you.
I mean,
and every other comedy show. It's like just your group.
it's true. There's a block, but it's all like after midnight. So we're taking over the basic cable world in a major way. Yeah, we've had an insane season. Paul had an idea early on that we would do one of our episodes would feature like Little Britain in San Diego. So if like we have Chinatown or Little Italy, there would be in San Diego a place called Little Britain.
Yeah.
And so he pitched it to the head of the network, like, this is a hilarious bit. We're gonna try to do this thing in Little Britain,
Yeah.
and we wanna actually shoot it in England. And they were like, oh yeah, okay, that's great. So we shot a
That
whole
explains those
episode.
photos.
That explains those photos. So we shot a whole episode in the UK.
What?
Which was insane.
They had the
and
budget for that.
wonderful. I mean, that's what I don't understand. I really want to get to the numbers because it's baffling, but we all went over there and shot an
Like we have an alley and it looks
No,
like the
believe
UK
me,
right here.
I know. So the Big Ben's behind us.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean, we
amazing.
used.
Legit.
Yeah, it is totally legit.
That was the
It's
entire
really
season's
exciting.
budget for that.
Yes. Oh, none of us got paid.
Okay, good,
I
okay.
pay to be on the show.
Good.
Is that weird? No. Okay.
That's a lot of working together.
It is a lot of working together. And that's all I'll say about that.
In
No,
such a
it's-
serene way, like peaceful
Here's
way.
what. We have a great time together, and I think most people who are in relationships just don't get to see their partners that many hours of the day. So it's actually, for us, it's really fun because we get to just
We're
see
talking
each
about Paul
other's faces.
Scheer. Just want to clarify.
Oh,
that,
I'm
right?
sorry.
No, we were just talking about like, oh, we're married,
Yes.
we're married. I'm like, to
Yeah.
who? Paul Scheer.
Yes,
You
Paul
guys
Scheer.
work together, and then yeah, of course you guys live together. Is it?
Oh, no, we live separately.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
When you guys
Ew.
fight at home, do you guys bring it to set? Does it get really awkward?
100%.
Good.
A lot of tension.
No, we try to. I mean, look, there's definitely, I give him notes on his scripts. I write too. He gives me feedback on mine. And we work really well together. The only times we don't work well together is if we're rehearsing auditions together. And I'm like, oh, can you read this scene with me? And then he'll read the other part for my audition. And he'll really get into the role, and I'm like, all right, buddy, let's take it down a notch. It's my audition.
Yeah.
Or he'll give nothing, and I'm like, can you do something? Like, there's just, those situations are never great, but otherwise we work well together.
It works. What in the crime shows that you make fun of, like what's the one thing that's so hilarious about these shows that is easy to bring comedy to?
You know, one thing that I feel like my character, Piper, on the show, I've tried to incorporate, I don't know if it really reads, but it makes me laugh. I've noticed that, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in Law and Order where they'll like be having a conversation over here, and then Ice-T will come into the room like, exactly, that's what's happening on Thursday, and he like knows what they're talking about, which is always baffling to me. But the other thing is that I do on NTSF is there's a lot of people out of breath. Like even when they're standing still, it's a lot of like, like they're.
Like they just came running from somewhere.
Yeah, they're either about to run.
They're running from
somewhere or, like,
Ice-T.
Yeah, exactly. So I do that a lot on NTSF, which just tickles me. I don't know if anyone else gets it.
Not only do we love you on the show, but we love your Instagram. We have
so scared right now.
a fun little bit to do with you.
Yeah, Ethan's saying that because it has a lot of pictures of you in it.
Well, of course. That's why I like it. But there are also other pictures, and we'd honestly love an explanation for some of these.
Yeah. All right, let's go to our first Instagram pic today. This one says, I sit with bags while
Oh,
husband does
no!
this. Explain, please.
So, by the way, we were running late to the airport when this happened. This was recently, and I was like, oh God, thank God we made it to the gate on time. And I was like, Paul, we only have 10 minutes until we start boarding. He's like, great, I'm gonna go get a massage. Sit with all of these
No
bags.
way.
Yes. And I was like, and then I watched the negotiation because they're like, we actually don't do 10-minute massages. It
was like an
He's like,
open
I'll pay
market.
for the 30, just give me 10. I was like, all right.
He's a diva.
They just rubbed
No,
his
he
head.
takes very good care of himself. Let's just say that.
He
Wow.
is beautiful.
He is a
beautiful
gorgeous man.
Let's take a look at the next one. Please explain this.
Okay, this is another airport photo.
Wow, only airports.
It's really weird. I saw these online at security. They are sneakers. Can you see what's going on there?
They look
Okay,
like two pairs of tidy whities.
no, I'll explain to you. These are sneakers that have a stuffed animal. That's a gorilla that's hanging off of it.
Oh.
And I don't know the answer. I'm looking to you guys. I don't
What's
understand.
this
There's some sort of
What
cosplay
is-
sneaker.
what is this?
They're a cosplay sneaker.
Yes, I find it extremely disturbing.
They gotta be compelling.
And by the way, just so you know, and I should have featured a full-length shot of this guy, but the rest of his outfit was like totally normal. Like he was in like a button-down polo, like it made no sense.
Next Instagram picture.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Oh God. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory. Sometimes my man acts like a real dog.
This is what he
This
looks
was
like
on
when
the
he
set
wakes
of NTSF, and there's a crazy episode where Paul, I don't want to totally reveal it, but it's kind of, it's our Roadhouse episode, and he plays a bouncer, and he thought,
What?
he thought this guy was walking by who wasn't supposed to be in the bar, and so he attacked him. And it wasn't, he thought it was just like a midget, and it turned out to be a dog. So it's a really long story because it takes place in the 80s, so the midget had like a really long hair. And so, I know it's very complicated, but anyway, Paul put that
There's so many layers to this
mask on.
story.
I know, there
to
really
wrap
are.
our
It
around.
unravels like an onion.
And now we understand your Instagram account.
Yes.
As well as your
Really
marriage,
fun.
I guess.
If you want to keep up with June Diane Raphael's Instagram, of course, just go follow her there. You can also follow her on Twitter at Ms. June Diane. NTSF SD SUV returns to adult.
Colon.
Yeah, colon.
Colon. That was my mistake.
You guys are going to get charged for those colons, by the way. I will be billing you for that.
Damn it.